So now let's talk about nutrition. A while back, when I was involved with CrossFit, the big thing that I took away from it was what's called the zone diet. Now, some of you may be familiar with it, some of you may not. What the zone diet is, it's a certain way of eating, combining foods in every meal to create the optimal environment for digestion. And what I learned from the zone diet is it is for performance athletes. The majority of our programs are designed with the macronutrients in line with the zone diet, which is 40, 30, 30. 40% of your calories coming from carbohydrates, 30% from protein, and 30% from fat. When that happens, something magical is created and your body loves it. Your body feels younger because that magic combination reduces inflammation in your body. So the zone diet was a style of eating and making sure that every one of your meals is balanced 40, 30, 30. The way that I see Beachbody's take on nutrition is very similar to that. The only difference is that we give you containers to make it super easy to put it into action on a daily basis. How many eggs are you eating? What are you putting on the plate next to your eggs? Well, if you had a well-balanced meal, you would have some oats to cover your carbohydrates, you'd have some eggs to cover your protein, and then you would have a slice of avocado to cover your fat. Same thing with a taco. All of a sudden, a taco can be a very good zone choice. You have a corn tortilla to cover your carbohydrates, you have some beef fajita to cover your protein, and then you top it off with some avocado and maybe some salsa. Yeah, that is zone dieting. So with this container kit, you get 7 different containers, all with a chart of different types of foods. So you look at the color of the container and you go to that chart, and then you're able to find out what you can fill it with. Then you determine how many of each container you get per day based on where you're at right now. So let's say that you're in a relationship and you and your spouse have dinner every night. Well, obviously you guys are going to have the same combination of foods, but how much is she getting and how much are you getting? To paint the picture, if we were going to have chicken and rice and broccoli, well then Steph would get 1 serving of chicken, 1 serving of rice, and 1 serving of broccoli. Whereas I would get 2 servings of protein, 2 servings of carbohydrates, and 1 serving of fats. So I'm going to show you how to use these containers in combination with the P90X3 workouts. And when you implement both of these, your 6-pack is just a few months away. So there's a lot of information out there about Shakeology. You can Google search Shakeology and have enough information to read for the next week. What I want to share with you is my own experience. Okay, I love Shakeology. I wish that I didn't love it as much and that it wasn't as good as it is. That way I wouldn't have to spend my money on it. I love Shakeology so much that I can pour it directly into my mouth and wash it down with an ice cube. That's nuts. And when you look at the back of the bag and you see everything that's in there, radishes, chia seed, astragalus, 69 other foods and fruits and vegetables and roots, and be able to pour it into your mouth like I do, it's sick how well they've got this formulated. But the big thing is how it makes me feel. Imagine yourself a plant that hasn't been watered properly in years, and you get the most amazing rain shower poured over you. And right after the rain comes the sun at the perfect temperature for you to peek your head up and see what's happening. You feel so alive. That's the best way that I can describe Shakeology. Guys, the stuff that is in here has been around our planet forever. I've read stories about how the Incan warriors would take some of the foods that are in this Shakeology blend before battle. I've heard stories that the ancient Mayans would eat one of the superfoods in this formula as a meal every day, and they attributed it to their good health. Imagine if you could take those same superfoods, have access to them, and consume them every day. What kind of an impact would that make on your life? I mean, you're talking about the best of the best of the best of the best in the world, untouched by pesticides, untouched by special treatment, raw, natural, combined, put together. I mean, this is the ultimate life elixir. You are drinking life. That's all I have to say about Shakeology.